Welcome to Woldside Classic and Sports Car. 9 months ago I took a video of this beautiful Mercedes 280 SL Pagoda prior to us restoring or preserving the vehicle. Okay, it was a beautiful car before we started, but when we got into it we noticed that it wasn't quite as beautiful as many people have done before with these cars. Previous owner, some wear, had given it a respray and it was full of filler and numerous repairs, which we've spent the last 9 months rectifying, making this into one of the most fabulous cars you'll ever find. Okay, it was a low mileage car which I'd owned for a number of years, toured Europe 2 or 3 times, 62,000 miles covered now, so a lot of the equipment and the parts on this car were original, and we've kept them original. Some parts we've had to have re-chromed, etc., and we've also had to have some panel work done. There was some corrosion on the car which was hidden by filler. This was mainly on the front inner wings, tops of the inner wings, and also rear wheel arches and the small box sections of chassis underneath, which we'll show you later as we take you around the car. The only reason we embarked on the rectification of this car was the fact that it was being painted by the previous owner in a shade too light. This is DB903 blue. We've matched the paint from areas which were untouched, namely the dashboard, and also on some of the parts when we've taken trim off. Okay, as we walk around the car you'll notice the fit and finish is fabulous. We've done this in our own workshops, we've not outsourced it like many of the expensive London dealers probably do. It has got the original wings on this car. The inner sills and the sills and everywhere did not need any repairing. There's some small areas just to the front of the sills which were only superficial, which we did as part of the course. We've obviously documented everything along the way. It had been badly painted before, the window hadn't been taken out or anything, which we can understand why, because it's a nightmare of a job. We have put a new seal in there, original Mercedes seal, and we've had the inserts all polished when we sent away for chroming. Loads of new chrome on the car, or fresh chrome I should say, including these tops there. I've put a left-hand door mirror on it. The gaps you'll see in a moment. That's superb. Okay, looking down the car, if you can see some reflections anywhere, you'll see how straight it is. It's perfect. Okay, we've had to put some new inner and outer wheel arches in, only patches on the inner ones, but we have actually left some exposed spot welds, as you can see. When you put your hands on the inside of these wheel arches, it's all waxed now, but it's you can feel where the lip should be when you go and look at these cars. Most of them are full of filler and you'll never even see them. These areas down here have been renewed, and some chassis areas just at the bottom there, it's been finished off in the original finishing there, and we've put new rockers on it. They've been finished off in the texture and a very dark grey shiny finish, or semi-shiny finish. New rubbers in the mouldings there. The chrome work was good on these mouldings, we've not done them. And again, if you look down the car you'll see the quality of the paintwork. All the wipers there, the original German ones, Bosch ones. This car's on the original wings. We did actually have to cut some areas out of the top of the wings to repair the inner wings underneath, which had been bodged up before. All went very successfully, very labour intensive. So there we are. This is a fabulous, fabulous car. Headlights, we've got new reflectors, both fog light and headlamp. One's in there. We've got the notches in there for the people who are keen on notches. Again, looking at the gaps, don't find anything better. It's very correct. The grille hasn't been re-chromed, it's in good condition thankfully. We have put a new star on it though it was broken. Also the front bumpers have been re-chromed. The finish underneath there is finished the same as the top of the car, often forgotten about, and when you get these chrome bumpers on you get a nasty surprise when it reflects all bad repairs. (1968) car, 3 previous keepers. Again, looking down those gaps of the wings there. And also the headlights. If you look at the shape of the headlamp to the body there. Dead straight side trims. Okay, now just for some detailed parts. We are waiting for a new carpet set from Germany. It's back ordered in this original blue. Okay, looking down the B-pillar there. These are new carpet inserts, they're the rubber carpet inserts, and new outer trims. These new inner trims, we will leave them until we do the carpet in case of risk of damage. Covered up the door pillars there. It's beautifully detailed. The door seals, all fitted by us. Our technicians and bodywork guys. And again, the detail inside the door, and often forgotten about this area just on the inside of the inner wing there. When you put your hand up there, it's lovely and smooth from all angles. Not sure you can see at the bottom of the door, but the finish at the bottom of the door is the same as on the outside of the car. Original tail lights, Mercedes chrome petrol cap. We fitted a new back panel to the car. In all fairness, it was it had a bit of a tap at some point, not been repaired very nicely. Some holes in it full of filler. Look at those exhaust tips with square ends there. And again, if you look at the seams there as you come up, very nicely detailed. Maybe a long boring video this, but the car is well worth it. Okay, the lights all in great condition. You've got the rubber seal on top of this trim there. Okay, inside the boot. We have all done this out, but as you'll see as you look around, can you see the original factory runs there? They've been retained. Boot seal fitted correctly. You just see a drop of wax just running out there where we've treated this car after we've done the repairs. Now then, the boot floor's never been repaired on this car. As we lift the boot mat, sorry, just that comes out around. Very rare do you see a boot floor finished off as well as this. And so we've fitted a new back panel, but you can't tell. These are the original insulation strips there. It's the same as all over. There's no corrosion anywhere on this car whatsoever. Under the spare wheel, it's got a Michelin MX-3 spare wheel. All the wheels have been sandblasted and powder coated. We've got the original chock there. We've got the jack there. And also the wheel brace is under there. Again, just nicely detailed. Look at the fuel pipes down there. I don't know, it might be too dark for you, but they've all been cleaned up before being put together. And again, the detail just finishes off as it should do. Okay, we'll take you onto the bonnet now. Okay, obviously the passenger door is the same as the other one. Okay, under the bonnet we've got a 2.8 litre 6-cylinder engine, matching numbers. Matching numbers on the bonnet, the body number's the same. I'm not sure, you may not pick it up on the thing, but also the bonnet, you'll see the original paint runs on the inside of the bonnet. These are generally lost on restoration. So we've retained those. It's obviously all been stripped down, as you can see. No stone has been left unturned. Even the finish down the side of the bonnet frame and everywhere. The hinges. Okay, you will notice these are the original spot welds on the front wings. It's got the original wings on it. And the original diamond quilted firewall pad. Feel little nicks, but it is original. It's got a little bonnet stops there. And there's the chassis plate with the options there. DB903 paint and hubcaps and hardtop with a soft top, which is also finished in blue. Okay, we've fully detailed the engine bay. Lots of stuff is just been cleaned because the car was so good under here anyway. We haven't painted the block or anything, it's a ready blacky colour. It's original numbers on there. Lots of this alloy to the oil filter housing for not being anodised or anything or redone. We have done the pipes and the throttle linkage. All the throttle linkage has all been set up as per a manufacturer specification. We've got new plug leads, distributor cap, distributor's been overhauled. It's not got electronic condition, it's got points and a condenser. They've all been renewed. All the power steering pumps have been off and everything, and the reservoir there been painted and whatever. Coil brackets anodised, and as you look down there you'll see the pipework all done, earth fixings there, some original down there. You see the original earth strap there. It's got the original bare metal area for the ground. They've all been replicated under the headlights as well. We've got the relays there, cold start relays. They've been renovated with new decals. Lots of anodising being done, but not everything's been done. We've had the wiper off, the wiper motor I should say, and all been done. All the wiring's cleaned up. Obviously it's all got new fluids everywhere, so it's just beautiful. That's looking down the front panel there at the inner grills. Again, the radio's been recored and refinished, as has the oil cooler for the transmission, air cleaner and clips and brackets. There's the inner wings lot. Again, the bonnet hinge, bonnet tensioner, pig of a job. Again, looking down there, it's beautiful. Again, a lot of this is original on this cross member there. Clips have been done in places, not all the pipes have. The detail in the across the scuttle there, often forgotten about. No overspray on this firewall pad or anything. We've put new pin droppers there. Again, if you look at the spot welds along there, can you see them? Again, the finish on these inner wings has been preserved rather than just done for perfection. Starter motor steering box down there. So there we are, that's under the bonnet of the car. We'll put it up on the ramp and let you look underneath it. Okay, we'll give you a little look underneath and the pagoda and down the sides just while we're at waist height. We'll go all the way up in a moment, so I'm on my own, so you'll have to bear with me, but we'll just show you some of the detail of the car as we're going up. Okay, under these wheel arches, this texture is actually the original, as you'll see more when we come towards the front. We've retextured behind the headlights there, and also the top of the wings. We had to cut some sections out to repair these top cross rails there, because we didn't want to lose the original spot welds of the wings, so we did some keyhole surgery, which went very well. It's all solid now and it's sealed. It'll last another 50 years, no doubt. These are new splash guards, which you may think these bolts should be painted, but apparently not. It's well sealed behind there, and we have waxed these coatings. Right, got these textured sill mouldings. They're brand new, the original Mercedes. You can still get them, don't buy replica ones. And also you can see the screws there underneath the wing. On the wing it's been painted as it should be. Okay, body colour under the wheel arches, and also across this front cross member. That's the original one. We've not retextured it, it's how it was. And again, same on the passenger side. See the new wing liners and things, all matched with this new texture on top of the wings there and everything. We've waxed all the inside of these, I don't know if you can see this, inside of the lips there, heavily waxed underneath these areas where moisture and wet and muck and everything's all likely to gather. Drain holes are clear, and again the drain holes at the bottom of the sills there are also clear. All the sills have been cavity waxed and everything. Again, good looking down the passenger side, mouldings on dead straight, and paint finish is as good as you're going to get. Black behind the grille there. Besides the battery there, covers the battery up, and also the air cleaner you can see through there. Proper grille fasteners, a new set of those. Okay, so we come around the back. There was some repairs. These wheel arches were full of filler, inner and outer, but the inners had some quite nasty repairs, so we took them. They didn't go too far back, probably a couple of inches, so they've all been done. You've got a nice lip behind there now, I don't know if you can see it, but it's all properly there. And also we've left it so the spot welds are slightly exposed, so you know there's metal there rather than filler. And also we've lightly treated it with a very light underseal protection or body protection, stop it chipping, and blend it into the original. Again, finished body colour underneath here. These little trailing edges where the inner wings mount to the rear panel, they've all been refabricated and renewed, as is the chassis piece. Down this bottom you can just see the spot welds there. So again, you can't see anything there, no filler like there was before. Previous repair, and no doubt somewhat expensive in London. And looking down the sills there, slightly textured on this proper sill. These are just covers on the proper sill, and the screws done in black and treated with wax as well. Chain holes there. The back corners, and the seam for the rear panel, which has been renewed. Spot welds along the bottom. And the same on the right hand side, driver's side. Okay, we'll go up in the air now. In a second or two, there's a little bit of noise. Okay, we'll start at the rear. Let's see, the inner panels all sealed and waxed, no repairs to the chassis member. When you had the fuel tank out, all the boot floor was perfect underneath. We've had to reseal this back panel because we've put a new outer on it, so it's all done as per the rest of the car, and heavily waxed as well. Waxed underneath the fuel tank. We've had the fuel tank off, stripped it down, painted it. So it looks like new. the fuel pump cover. We've not done the shock absorbers or anything at the back, we've not done anything to the axle. All the original markings you'll still see there, and also on the shock absorbers actually. And the springs, if we can see the springs, we have waxed them, but you can still see the yellow marks somewhere on the springs. And the blue ones on this side. There you go, look, there's that for original. Prop shaft, not touched that. We've had the exhaust off, done all the clamps and brackets, and done an odd repair to the exhaust here and there, and done it in some heat resistant. All the gearbox seals have all been done, and the filters and things. At the front we've only serviced it again. We've got original markings on there on the suspension, we can see them. We've not painted these cross members or bottom arms or anything. Loads of original wax and original markings on there to enjoy. It's all greased up. Again, yellow markings on the springs there. The horns we've had stripped down. We've had the pulleys off the engine and everything, we've done all those and everything. These bottom pipes and everything are all original, not been done, the sumps not been off or anything like that. We've done the radiators. Inside the bumpers, they've been away for chroming, they're all the irons have been done and the bumpers have been finished in the proper Mercedes colour. Original steel bumpers, original Mercedes ones, been re-chromed, no, not aftermarket. Okay, we have cleaned the wax and the dirt and everything off underneath, and we've re-waxed it. Showed loads of original features up. It's not been welded or anything under here, as you can see, but we've coated it with this creamy coloured, caramel coloured wax. So a lot of this is all original stuff up here and everything anyway, but brake pipes and fuel pipes and everything's all never been touched. But look at that finish there, it's lovely. This section up here has been renewed, this box section at the bottom of the chassis there, because the drain holes were blocked up, these drain holes there. So we've done that and we've blended it in to look as original as possible. And also it's just small areas just on the back of this sill we've redone. But again, there's nothing else to go on this car, you know. It's absolutely good all round. So we've enjoyed it, we've enjoyed doing the work on the car, which took us a lot longer than we expected. The car wasn't as nice as what we expected either, but it is now. So thanks for looking. We've now got a 230 somewhere kicking around. Similar story, 49,000 mile car, very, very original, just a little bit of work. And then after that, we've got a 280 SL 5-speed to have a go at. So, thanks for looking.